Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 27 of albums that are 40 years old in 2023. As we look back on the year 1983, we have all picked out our 28 favorite albums that turned 40 years old this year that are celebrating their 40th birthdays and anniversaries. So today at day 27, one of my favorite albums from 1983. This is the debut album from this band. Came out in April 1983, recorded at Marcus Music and Maison Rouge Studios in London, England, produced by Eddie Kramer for Columbia Records. I'm talking about self-titled Fastway. Right, kind of like a little supergroup, right? This was meant to be originally Fastway, Fast Eddie Clark, Pete Way. That was originally the two founding members of the band, but then due to all sorts of contractual obligations, Pete Way was not allowed to continue on with this band. So obviously they had to make ends meet, figure out another way to do things, right? So Fast Eddie Clark, of course, on guitars, Jerry Shirley on drums from Humble Pie, and then they found this very cool, very capable young singer named Dave King, who became quite the vocalist for this band. Sadly enough, Dave King, what has he really done since? I haven't really looked it up, but he just kind of, after Fastway, just kind of faded from the scene. I think he did one other semi-notable band after Fastway that begins with a K, and I'm drawing a blank exactly on what that was, but Kathmandu? No, not Kathmandu. I don't know, something like that. He was in some other band briefly, and then I haven't heard from him since. But anyway, so Mike Feet apparently played bass on this album. He was uncredited. It's just listed as the trio of Dave, Eddie, and Jerry on this. But what a debut album. What a debut album. And I would call this, these guys got lumped into the whole heavy metal category simply because, it's Fast Eddie Clark from Motorhead, right? So, but, and while there are some pretty heavy moments on here, I don't know if I'd ever call this metal. This is more like just really, really strong 70s style heavy rock or hard rock, bluesy hard rock, because there's plenty of that on here. So you got, like supercharged, like boogie songs almost. You got Easy Living, which is kind of like that fast-paced boogie kicking things off here. You got Feel Me, Touch Me, I'll Do Anything You Want. Great vocal from Dave. Dave's a really good singer. Another great song, All I Need Is Your Love. Another fast-paced blues rocker, right? Then you get the heavy. There's some heavy tracks on here. Another Day is one of the darker, heavier tracks on here. Great driving riff on that. Great vocal. Jerry Shirley just pounding away on the drums. Then you got the hefty Heft is another kind of heavy, moody song, right? And side one. Then you got side two. Side two is really good. It starts off with the real riffy We Become One, which is perhaps my favorite song on here. Just such a great guitar riff and lick, whatever you want to call it, on this one. Then you got Give It All You Got. Then you have Say What You Will, which was the semi-hit on this one. They played Say What You Will on the local FM classic rock station here quite a bit. It wasn't really called classic rock in 1983, but back then that radio station played plenty of new things from newer bands. Sadly, that doesn't happen anymore. Say What You Will, great song there. You Got Me Running, another fast-paced rocker. Give It Some Action, and then Far From Home to finish it all out. As what they list here as the bonus track on the CD, right? I don't believe that was on the original LP. So yeah, really good album. What I always really liked about this album is it really kind of showed a different side to Fast Eddie Clark. We were used to him in Motorhead with all these big, beefy riffs and jagged solos and just more of like a grimier, grungier feel. And here he shows like a sophistication. Again, granted, this is mostly like, bluesy hard rock, but there's some really intelligent playing on this album. Some stinging solos and some nice bluesy hard rock riffing going on here. And this is a really, really strong album. One of the great debuts of all time. Plus you got the always great drumming of Jerry Shirley and this, like I said, this young kid who just came and really impressed on the vocals. So pretty good seller for the band. So this made it to number 31 on the Billboard Top 200 albums, number 43 in the UK album chart, Canada number 70. And as far as like the singles, Say What You Will made it to number 14 on mainstream rock radio here in the States. Easy Living number 32 and number 74 on the singles chart in the UK. So pretty good stuff. So let us know what you think of Fastway down in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 27. We only got one left. All right, here we go now. Can anybody guess what my last pick is going to be tomorrow? You guys are pretty good about picking the last ones. So I think a lot of you have been asking through the month, like, Pete, how come you haven't mentioned such and such yet? And I've seen lots of you mention this album. So you know it's coming. I didn't save it for last for any real reason. Maybe I did. I don't know. But that's coming up tomorrow. So we'll have my last pick of the month, day 28, happening tomorrow, as well as all my honorable mentions. And then we move into 1993 for the last look back at 50, 40, 30 for this year till we get into 2024. Then we'll start this whole process all over again. So till then, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we've got the links to our Ko-Fi page as well as our merch page. And stay tuned. We've got the Hudson Valley Squares coming up tonight, where we will visit 15 classic hard rock and metal songs. We'll be doing the kind of poll thing tonight. We're going to be comparing the studio versions of those songs and the live versions, and we're going to be picking our favorites. So stay tuned tonight. It's studio versus live classics. Which ones are our favorites? And you guys get to choose as well. So that's coming up tonight. Also, we've got this week the Monsters Den on Thursday. We'll be having a handful of us picking our favorite 10 Bela Lugosi films. So if you're a fan of old school horror and mystery, we're going to be picking out our favorite Bela Lugosi performances. We've also got, don't forget, Wednesday, we've got a new album review day. Let's see, what do I got coming up this week? I should have a review of the new In Flames. What else? Not quite sure what else. Whatever else I can squeeze in. You might get one or two this week. Well, you're definitely going to get one. You might get two or three. We'll see how it goes, how much I can listen to between now and then, because I was kind of busy this weekend and I didn't really get a chance to listen to much new stuff. I have like a small stack. I don't have a big stack here, but I got a small stack of stuff that I'm waiting to get to. So that's coming up on Wednesday, Thursday, Monsters, then Friday morning, the Funhouse with Martin Popoff, as well as the March episode of 4 Fusion Friday. And then, of course, ranking the albums on Sunday with Hot Tuna, Jorma Kaukonen and Jack Cassidy and company. That's coming up on Sunday. So until then, I am Pete Pardo. Have a good week, everybody. See you tomorrow morning with another and the final album that is 40 years old in 2023. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.